Picture this. I roll up to my quiet slice of suburban paradise after a weekend unplugging in the woods, only to slam on the brakes before plowing into a gleaming new concrete eyesore. There, smack in the middle of my own damn property, stand 15 shiny storage units, painted like they belong in some catalog for Beige Blandness Monthly. As if Santa's elves had a midlife crisis and decided to drop off a mini warehouse instead of gifts. And who's beaming like she just won HOA bingo? None other than the neighborhood's self-appointed queen bee, ready to spin her web of community improvement bullshit right in my face. I'm Jax Harlan, 42, ex-IT guy who ditched the cubicle rat race for a life fixing vintage cars in my backyard shop. Not glamorous, but it beats dealing with corporate overlords. My land? A skinny stretch of green that hugs the back of Willow Creek Estates. Bought dirt cheap a decade ago before this HOA nonsense infected the area like a bad rash. It's mine, free and clear. No covenants, no busybody rules, just me and the occasional deer wandering through. Or so I thought. That fateful Sunday, as I hop out of my truck, dust still clinging to my boots, Olivia Hargrove emerges from her pearl-white sedan like she's stepping onto a red carpet. She's the HOA president, early 60s, with that helmet hairdo that screams, "I tip 10% and complain about the service anyway." Always in those flowy scarves and sensible heels, spouting platitudes about upholding standards while micromanaging everyone's mailbox height. "Jax, perfect timing," she chirps, her voice all honeyed venom, clipboard clutched like a shield. "Aren't these marvelous?" The board fast-tracked our new community storage initiative. Your unused lot was ideal, flat, accessible, and honestly, begging for purpose. I stare, mouth agape, at the rows of units, doors padlocked, a fresh HOA-managed sign slapped on the front. "My lot, Olivia, this is my property." "What the hell?" She waves a manicured hand, dismissing me like a pesky fly. "Oh, come now. The county plat shows it's in that fuzzy buffer zone next to our greenbelt. We've mowed it for years. Remember that one time you borrowed our landscaper? Consider this our gift to the neighborhood. Already leased out, too. $15,000 a year straight into beautification funds. New playground swings, festive holiday lights. Everyone wins. Everyone wins? Except the guy whose land just got hijacked for her little empire. I feel the blood rush to my face, but I don't blow up. Not yet. Years of dealing with rumor mills in this cul-de-sac hell have taught me patience. Whispers about me being that recluse who tinkers all night, or probably hiding something in his garage. All because I keep to myself, but I see it all. The petty power plays, the fake smiles at block parties. So I nod, force a tight grin. Interesting. We'll chat soon. Back in my shop, a converted shed wired with every gadget I could scrounge. I dig out the old fireproof box. Click, creak, and there it is. The deed, crisp as the day I signed it. Boundaries etched in black ink. Stamped by the county before Olivia's reign of terror began. No gray zones, no shared anything. Mine. Next morning, I stroll into the county recorder's office, deed in hand. The clerk, a no-nonsense vet named Rita with glasses thicker than my patience, scans it and chuckles dryly. "Mr. Harlan, this is ironclad. Your parcels stand alone. No HOA overlap. And permits? Zip. If they've built there, it's a code violation extravaganza. Trespass, unpermitted structures, maybe even revenue fraud if they're renting without declaring." She leans in, whispering like we're plotting a heist. "You could go scorched earth, but start subtle. File an inspection request anonymously. Watch the dominoes fall. Subtle it is. I submit the form online, no fanfare. Then I park my truck with a view, binoculars ready, sipping coffee like it's a stakeout movie. 2 days later, a city inspector in a fluorescent vest pokes around the units, measuring tape whipping out, camera flashing. He frowns, scribbles furiously, shakes his head at the sheer audacity. By Friday, the HOA newsletter hits inboxes, a bland email about routine audits and ensuring compliance. But I snag a printed version from the community board. Fine print buried. Cease and desist pending review. Oh, the irony. Olivia's enhancement is now a liability. The call comes that evening. "Jax, Emergency board meeting tomorrow. Your presence requested. Her voice over the phone is clipped, that faux politeness cracking like cheap veneer. The clubhouse smells like stale coffee and desperation. Olivia presides at the head of a laminate table, surrounded by her minions. Kenneth the accountant with his perpetual sweat stains, Marlene the secretary who nods like a bobblehead, and two others looking like they'd rather be anywhere else. Motivational posters on the walls mock us. Teamwork makes the dream work. Jax? Olivia starts, folding her hands primly. There's been a minor mix-up with the property lines. We believed it was communal overflow space. I slide the deed across the table. Mix-up? This says otherwise. Dated. Notarized. Mine. Silence. Kenneth clears his throat. Surely we can negotiate? The units are revenue-generating assets now. Assets on stolen land. I counter, voice steady. Tear 'em down or pay me fair market lease. Retroactive. Olivia's eyes narrow, her scarf suddenly looking like a noose. Unreasonable. Families rely on these for storage. Think of the children's holiday decor. Think of my property rights. I shoot back. Or should I escalate to the authorities? She scoffs. This is extortion. We're improving the community. You've let that weeds grow unchecked. I stand pocketing the deed. Extortion? Pot? Meat kettle. And I walk out, leaving them stewing in their own hypocrisy. That night, I file the police report. Criminal trespass, fraud, the works. Attach photos, the deed, even screenshots of their rental ads on the neighborhood app. No drama, just facts. The officer on duty raises an eyebrow. HOA gone rogue, huh? We'll look into it. Word leaks like a sieve. By morning, the Facebook group explodes. What's with the storage shutdown? Heard it's illegal. Jax finally snapped? Loyalists defend. Olivia's just keeping standards high, but doubts creep in. I hire Lena Voss, a bulldog attorney from the city who eats HOA bylaws for breakfast. She's mid-40s, sharp suit, sharper wit. Over coffee in my shop, she pores over docs. Golden. Their charter forbids leasing non-HOA land. This fraud city will freeze their accounts, demand audits. The phone barrage starts. Kenneth begging for a sit-down. The treasurer whining about canceled Easter egg hunts. I forward to Lena. No mercy, she says. Court it is. The units gather dust. Closed for maintenance signs flapping ironically in the wind. Tenants grumble, demanding refunds the HOA can't afford without dipping into reserves. Olivia ghosts meetings, her SUV MIA. But Lena uncovers more. Buried in their ledgers, padded expenses. A fat check to a mystery LLC. Shell company, she mutters. Linked to Olivia's nephew. Kickbacks. I hand it to the DA's Financial Crimes Unit. Detectives arrive. Burke, grizzled and gruff, and young Riley, notebook poised. Cash rents? No receipts? Classic skim. I provide timelines, emails Lena subpoenaed. One gem. Olivia to board. Pre-build. The lot's dormant. Act quick. Profit before pushback. Burke nods. Intent proven. This escalates. Subpoenas fly. Olivia's house raided, ledgers, devices seized. The LLC? Her family's laundering contractor overcharges. Charges stack. Fraud, evasion, conspiracy. The local rag screams. HOA tyrant in land grab scandal. Arrests loom. Mayor condemns abuse of trust. Olivia's letter arrives. Handwritten spite. You've ruined everything for standards. Enjoy the chaos without us. Chaos? The meeting shifts to a school gym, turnout low. New interim pres apologizes. We failed. Power unchecked breeds tyrants. Lena hands over reformed bylaws. Majority votes mandatory. Neighbors thaw. My plumber buddy offers free installs for my expanded shop. I dismantle the units myself. Repurpose the slab into a legit garage. Harlan Auto Haven. No HOA nonsense. Lena drops the judgment envelope. Restitution fat enough for upgrades. Petition circulates. Dissolve the HOA, it passes amid cheers. Then, the twist. Detective Riley returns. Deeper audit, money laundering. Olivia funneled shady contractor cash through rents. Photos, her dining with sleazy Victor Klein, indicted builder. And drone shots reveal hidden crates on adjacent land, stuffed with pilfered dues, forged ballots from multiple HOAs. Warrant, raid, thousands of docs expose her as consultant to 6 associations, embezzling dues. Fed swoop, racketeering, ID theft. She's nabbed at the airport, alias busted. Trial, I testify coolly. She called my land gray, ignored my deed. Defense flails, abandoned property. Judge, nonsense. Guilty. 7 years federal time, restitution ordered. HOA shells dissolved, IRS audits incoming. I fence my land tall, sign bold. Private, not your playground. Community cookout. No committees, just vibes. Lena teases, tool shed named after you, the Harlan lockdown. As I lock up shop under new lights, peace settles. No more patrols, just neighbors being human. But tell me, was Olivia the real villain? Or just a symptom of a system that lets petty tyrants play God? True or false? HOAs do more harm than good? Drop your thoughts below.